reductions. And we did it, it's important to note, at the same time that we cut arrests in half, at the same time that we diverted thousands of additional nonviolent drug offenses out of the system, into the public health system where they belong. And it's proved in Baltimore, as it is proved across the nation, that public safety does not demand mass incarceration. It does not demand zero tolerance. In fact, smart policing and progressive approaches to criminal justice make our cities safer. So I'm very proud of the work I did there. I've also worked at the Department of Labor, working on how to make our workforce stronger and aligned with the jobs that exist and the jobs that are coming. I worked in New York City at the Housing Department on affordable housing financing and how to get private dollars into neighborhoods. And I've also worked in City Hall as a lawyer, as the director of the Mayor's Office of Criminal Justice, and I've worked all told for 2 state attorneys, for 2 mayors, and for a governor. And I've seen what works. I've seen how important management is. I've managed over 400 people. I've managed complex budgets, complex federal and state grants. And I've seen how easy it is in city government for progress to stall when you don't have a leader who is motivated every day and every second to drive the city forward, to focus on the small things, on the potholes and the trash, but also on the big things, and aligning all the efforts in this city around what matters. And that means addressing the concentrations of poverty in the city, the disparities in our systems, the unbelievable staggering disparities across the city, the fact that a child who's born in Roland Park has a life expectancy 20 years longer than a child born in West Baltimore. And as mayor, I will devote every minute of every day to addressing those disparities through every lens of city government, from housing to criminal justice to our public health system. And in the criminal justice system, there are examples, and I talked about this in my crime plan, which has come out, and I encourage you to read, and the Sun has said, is the best that exists in the race, because it's focused not just on how do you drive down violence and gun crime and property crime, but also how do you invest in our communities, and how do you intervene in effective ways with juveniles, keep them out of the system, with people returning from prison, and with our and how do we police effectively around drugs? Because we acknowledge that the war on drugs has been a failure in terms of driving down use, driving down purity, driving down rates, but we haven't changed the way we police around that. And we have to follow the lead of other cities and be smarter and more effective and focus our resources on what matters to communities. So I want to shift gears and talk a little bit about Mount Vernon.